guys, welcome to my channel, Hippie Spirit, or welcome back. If you've been around since I've been Good Vibes Tarot, then welcome. Welcome to the new name change. I promise I'm not changing my name again on here, okay? So if you clicked on this video, you clearly want to know how do you heal your inner child, or you're just curious as to see what you might get with. If that sounds like something that you are into, then you're in the right place. Sorry, y'all. It's late. It's like 2 in the morning, and I just was like, let me get up and do this video. I haven't done a video in about 3 weeks, and my goal is to do a video every day. But I be depressed. I be tired. I be working, okay? I feel like I'm the most active on my Twitter, which is gonna be linked down below. That's when I have the most followers. That's where I get the most engagement. That's where I get the most business. So that's where I spend most of my time. But YouTube is the goal. YouTube is the dream. So we're gonna keep pushing through. No matter how many times I fall off, y'all, I promise I'll be back again. And one day you're gonna look up, you're gonna be like, dang, she do videos every day. But nevertheless, let's just get into it. So if you came to heal that inner child, let me hear you say, ew. It's like, no. All right, so we're going to pick a card. We're going to pick a pile. And this video will be the first video. I'll only use one deck of cards. So this is pile number 1. Okay. This is pile number 2, Clear Quartz Gang. Okay, this is pile number 3. I know that one got you, didn't it? This one is a mystery crystal I got from this girl on Twitter. I'll link her stuff down below. I actually got both of these crystals from her. Black-owned businesses, period. Okay. And I also might link her YouTube if I can find it. But this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. So if you want to know how to heal your inner child, then I'm going to need you to take some deep breaths. And then choose the pile that resonates with you the most. Again, this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So let's get started. The links to, well, the timestamps will be listed below in the description. Disclaimer, no matter what the reading say, you have free will. Say it with me. I got free will. I got free will. I rebuke it all in the name of whoever. You have free will no matter what the reading say. Another disclaimer, I'm going to be stuttering and I can barely talk right now, y'all. I haven't been to bed. It's 2 in the morning. Okay? Drugs. Let's get started. Hi, pile number 1. If you are here, it's because you chose this beautiful black-owned crystal. Okay? So let's just get to know your inner child and figure out how to heal her, him, or them, okay? Let's start off. So, and I will be looking down because I have my questions I asked right here. So the first question is how your inner child feels currently. And for that, we have the Everything is Fine card, okay? Sorry, the glare from the light is hating. But we have the Everything is Fine card, which is also the 10 of Swords. So honestly, everything isn't fine. But you pretend it is. You pretend that your childhood has no effect on you currently. You have a hard time accepting that your parents wasn't perfect, you wasn't perfect, or whoever raised you wasn't perfect. And yes, you have childhood trauma. Everything wasn't peaches and cream. So if you are a person, let's say that you were beat, or you were excessively mentally abused, or in some way you just lacked it affected you. And it's okay, because it happens to the best of us, you know. Moving on. Next question. What did you lack as a child? We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Moon card. Okay. So for some of you, you lacked a nurturing parent. You lacked a parent who was nurturing, who demonstrated love in a kind and compassionate way. For many of you, this will be your mother. Maybe your mother was someone who paid the bills or who handled things, but she didn't really nurture you. She wasn't there emotionally for you, okay? Also, I do feel like a lot of you deal with like anxieties. A lot of you felt like completely misunderstood. You might have felt like you also may have lacked creativity. Maybe you didn't get to express your creativity in the way that you would have liked. For some of you, this is going to manifest as you wasn't able to dress how you wanted to dress. You wasn't able to pursue the type of education you wanted to pursue. You didn't have people around you that understood you. Some of you grew up the only child. Some of you were significantly younger or older than the rest of your siblings, and that greatly affected you. For others of you, you took on the parent role. You were that second parent. Especially if you grew up in a single parent household, you may have took on roles that weren't for you. And no, that's not cool. That's not fair. And yes, that is something you lacked as a child. Moving on. Something that left your inner child scarred. And I feel like I should mention that I am looking at a tarot layout from Pinterest. So shout out to Emerald Lotus. Okay. So something that left your inner child scarred. We have the Seven of Wands. Okay, so some of you wasn't able to defend yourself, or you didn't have a providing, protecting parent around, and that scarred you. You wasn't able to defend yourself. Other people wouldn't stand up for you. You may have even felt like you didn't even have a voice, or like your opinion, your voice didn't matter. Okay, for a lot of you, you had very dominating alpha parents who was just like, shut up and do what I say. You have no, we don't train you. We don't train you how to think. We tell you what to think. We train you what to think. So shut up. Some of you had a mother figure who was very envious, jealous, and maybe even a little bit resentful of you. Maybe they didn't inspire you how you needed to be inspired as well, okay? Also, I'm feeling somebody may have grew up in an abusive home where they watched their queen, their mother, be abused, and she didn't defend herself, okay? Going back to those narcissistic parents. Uncompromising. We have the Temperance card in reverse. Okay, uncompromising. It was their way or the highway. And some people might feel like that's how parents supposed to be, but I don't know. You tell me. We have the Ace of Cups. Okay, again, not much of the feeling of love, more so of I pay the bills, and that's all I'm going to do for you. I put a roof over your head, and that's all I'm going to do for you. And they may have really scarred you. It may even be manifesting in your current relationships. You may be taking on the role of your maternal figure and attracting people like your paternal figure, or vice versa. And it may be tremendously, you might not even notice it. Okay? But we do take on a lot of our parents' traits. It's true. We also have the Ace of Swords. This is going back to not feeling like you had a voice, not feeling like you were allowed to think for yourself, not being able to express yourself how you needed to be expressed. And here we are. Moving on. How is it affecting your life right now? We have the Three of Cups. Okay. For some of you, it's affecting you. It's affecting your friendships. Okay. For some of you, it's affecting your friendships. You might find that you trauma bond with people a lot, meaning that most of the friends you make are just as screwed up as you in the same ways as you. You may find that you attract a lot of haters or envious, or also people who lack empathy, let alone sympathy, okay? You might feel like your friendships is constantly being cut short. You might feel like people just go and come in your life. This may also be affecting how you parent. You may also be feeling some kind of way because now you get to see your parents be better parents to your younger siblings or to their grandchildren if they have any. 3 of Cups, 3 generations. I'm just saying. It's also, like I said, affecting your love life. Cups deals with love, emotions. It's affecting your emotions. You might feel like you're not deserving of the love, of the friendships, of the relationships that you desire. Okay? You may not even know what you desire because you were never taught how to think, only what to think. Okay? And how can you, something you can do to heal your inner child. We have the 6 of Cups. You can make a choice. You can decide to flip the script, break the curse, be a better parent to your future kids. You can decide to really confront your traumas, heal, acknowledge it. You have to acknowledge something is there before you can heal. Acknowledge where you lacked. Acknowledge what needs healing. Forgive those who didn't know any better, and that includes your parents. Because in my personal, humble, unpolitical opinion, parents do the best that they can with what they were taught. Okay. So you can break the cycle. You can forgive. You can be the change that you wish to see. Also, you can just give yourself, cater to your inner child. Give yourself what your inner child needs, what it never had. And be kind to your inner child. Okay? Lastly, more cards. You thought I was done, and I'm not. Lastly, a message from your inner child. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. Boom. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the 7 of Cups. Okay. And we have the Knight of Wands. I feel like your inner child right now is thanking you. It's thanking you for doing the work, for some of you, for finally acknowledging that you may have had childhood traumas. And for others of you, just continuing to do the work to learn more about your inner child and how you can cater to your inner child. I feel like your inner child is telling you, you have options now. You are the queen now. You are the page now. You have options. You're not stuck. Okay? For a lot of you, your inner child wants you to go and spoil yourself. And spoil yourself in more ways than being just, told you I wasn't going to be able to talk. Spoil yourself in more ways than just being materialistic or than seeking material items. You have more than one way to spoil yourself, to give yourself the things that you needed, the things that you wanted, and to feel like you deserve it at the same time. Go to Disney World. I don't know why I just thought that, but maybe some of you do need to go to Disney World or something. Not saying that's going to heal your inner child, but if that was something you wanted to do as a child, then hey, book your flight. It's time to go live it up. Understand that it's still okay to be both an adult and still have a youthful spirit at the same time, especially if you grew up faster than you would have liked to. Again, Knight of Wands. It's time to get ish done. For some of you, your inner child wants you to work on your finances, wants you to work on your passion, and finally feel comfortable to chase that creativity that creative passion you have that you weren't able to do before. For a lot of you who may have went to college, you may have wished that you had majored in something that was more spiritually fulfilling. If that's the case, then the ball is in your court now. You have full control over what happens next. Especially if you were 18. You have full control over what happens next. So give your inner child what it lacked. And do it unapologetically. And forgive those who didn't know any better, once again. Okay, group number 1, thank you for supporting me. If you want to support me further, there will be a link down below where you can book your own personal reading. Okay. You can, what else can you do? You can support Black businesses, even if it ain't mine. When one of us win, we all win, hun. You can heal your inner child. What else you can do to support me? You can love yourself more. Okay, it will be a link down below if you would like to support this channel. But thank you so much. And if you are new here, click that subscribe button. And I'm going to be moving on to group number 2. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you are here, then you chose the clear quartz. The clear quartz crystal, okay? So just a disclaimer, I will be looking right here because this is where my little questions are that I ask the cards, and I need to know what I'm relaying to y'all. Like, I know I said I was psychic, but I ain't say I had good memory now. Anyways, but yeah, it's right here. Shout out to Emerald Lotus because that's who she's a gem. Okay, that's who she be coming through with them tarot spreads, like, and this is what I mean, like, she'll set it all up, like, you just ask the questions and use your intuition and boom, you like, okay, come through. Anyways, hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your inner child reading. Yes, I have more cards in my hand. So I'm gonna start off with how your inner child feels currently. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Oh, it's cold in here, brr. Okay, we have the 7 of Wands. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like your inner child is very proud of the woman, man, or non-binary that you have became. I feel like your inner child feels like you busy yourself with work. You may come off a little bit aggressive. You may come off you're easily triggered, but I just feel like that's because for so long you went without defending yourself that now it's like, please try me. Please try me. And your inner child needed that. And your inner child is happy, okay? Right now, your inner child is thriving. I do feel like many of you have already begun the journey of healing your inner child. Right now, you're just here to see, okay, so what's next? What else we got to do? And where are we at on progress? Or you might just be here for the entertainment. I don't know. Okay, moving on. What did you lack as a child? We have the 8 of Swords. Okay. And we also have the 6 of Wands. You lacked attention. You lacked attention as a child. That's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but you lacked attention. You may have felt constantly overlooked. You may have felt like you had to do the most to get any kind of attention from your parents, from your siblings, from whoever was around you, okay? A lot of you dealt with people constantly lying on you, or people, yeah, people constantly lying on you as well with this Eight of Swords. I'm seeing someone was constantly playing the victim. This could have been a sibling. Some of you may have, I'm feeling middle child syndrome. Some of you may have felt like you were the neglected child. You were the black sheep of the family. You weren't given the proper care, the proper attention that you required. And you weren't able to even express Swords. You wasn't able to express this as a child, and you may not even notice that it was happening when it was, I mean, you felt it, but you may not have felt like you were in, like you could speak up for yourself. For some of you, you had to literally be an overachiever, and this may have showed up in how you did school. So for some of you, you might have been a smart child, and that was the only way you can get a little bit of attention. For others of you, you really struggled in school, and you might have felt like, well, that's why I'm not getting this attention. Okay, you may have been the rebel, okay, doing anything to call attention to yourself. And right now, you may even still be the rebel. You may be the one who's the distant family member. You may be the one who feels like, oh, I don't want to be around them people. And you might not even know where this hurt is coming from. This is for my newbies who's just now exploring their inner child. Okay, moving on. Something that left your inner child scarred. We have the Five of Cups, okay? We have the Hermit, okay? We have the Seven of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. A lot of you lacked a male figure in your life. You lacked probably your father or a father figure in your life. Others of you constantly had people coming in and out of your life. And for a small few of you, this is going to manifest as like foster care or adoption. You felt alone. You felt like, you felt kind of disposable. You felt like some of you may have became a loner because of this, okay? You felt like, well, people is always coming and going. I don't trust anybody. Like, I don't got time for it. Nobody's here. A lot of you may have spent a lot of time in the house alone, okay? You know how they be trying to say that we was raised by the TV? Well, that may be the case for you guys. Maybe you felt the love, that you craved in other places. Maybe it was a television show. Maybe it was your friend's house, okay? You had to seek other opportunities for this male role. You had to seek other opportunities for recognition, it's for feeling included. A lot of you daydreamed a lot about having your own family one day and how things will be different. Some of you decided because of this experience, you don't never want to have kids. You're ready to just wild out. Not saying people who don't have kids is wild. I'm just saying. Okay, moving on. How is it affecting your life now? We have the Knight of Wands. Many of you deal with depression. Many of you struggle with your goals, and some of you just constantly overwork yourself because you just don't want to be still. And you constantly are trying to make people proud of you. Others of you are screaming for attention. I'm getting some Leo energy here. It might be in your chart and your placement. Everybody know Leos like attention. It's no shade, Leos, but y'all do like attention, and I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. I think it's just a thing. So for those of you in here who may have Leo placements or just have that natural fire about yourself, a lot of you may seek roles in your life where you can constantly get attention because you lacked it so much in your childhood that now you demand it. Okay, moving on. Sorry, something I can do to heal my inner child. We have the Star card. Pretty self-explanatory. Everybody know the Star card is all about finding what you love. For some of you, this is going to be a journey of self-love. Okay? You can't really pour into others if you're empty. It's going to be a journey of self-love and giving yourself everything you needed, required, and everything you still do need and require, even as an adult. Others of you, you're going to have to find someone that you, could be a child, could be a love partner, that you can pour the love into them that you wish you had poured into you. But just a little tip, I guess. If you are searching to give external love, if you want to give love to people, you want to be compassionate, or if you want to be in a role, a profession, where you are nurturing, whether you're a doctor, nurse, or whatever, or we're just working with people and nurturing them, make sure you still are pouring into you and still is on a journey of self-love. Okay, how can you support your inner child? We have the Ace of Wands. Be the example you would like to see. I think group number 1 got the same thing. They didn't get the Ace of Wands, but it was pretty much the same thing. Be the example in this world that you would like to see. For others of you, this will be coming through in how you treat your children. Ace of Wands deals with conception, fertility. So your children or your pets will be getting that love that you wanted to give that you wanted. Okay. Lastly, a message from your inner child. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Swords. Your inner child is telling you the ball is in your court. It's time to get in the ring and fight for yourself. Okay? And with this Knight of Pentacles and Page of Swords, it's basically saying nobody is coming to save you. Yeah, it's nutty. It's nutty that what happened to you in your past or what you neglected, but nobody is coming to save you. Your life is your responsibility. Okay? And that concludes your reading, group number 2. Thank you so much for the support, for watching this video. If you are new here, please subscribe. There are other ways to support my channel, and they will be linked down below with one link. And it will send you to how you can book a reading. If you are feeling called to give me a tip, it will definitely be appreciated, because these pandemic pockets is a little dry. But if you feel called to do that, then do that. You can also follow my Twitter. You can heal your inner child and follow the advice. You can leave a comment and let me know if this resonated for you. Any way you would feel called to support me is all love, is all appreciated. And see you in my next video. Bye, group number 2. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you are here, it's because you chose this crystal, okay? And you're here to learn how to heal your inner child. So let's get started. And yes, I have cards right here. And I will be looking right here, because this is where I'll be reading the questions that I will be asking. I already asked the cards. And this spread is from Emerald Lotus on Pinterest. I love her. I use a lot of her spreads for a lot of my readings because she's a genius. Anyways, how does your inner child feel currently? We have the Moon card, okay? We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. Actually, no, we're not doing reverses, sorry. We have the 8 of Wands, and we have the Lover's card. So your inner child is living through you every day. Okay, your inner child is thriving. A lot of you who chose this deck, you have been working on your inner child and doing what you need to do to heal. You've been doing a lot of shadow work, period. You've been doing a lot of forgiving, but you're still over it. Okay, you're still over. You're over the past. You're moving forward. Okay, a lot of you have been staying busy. I'm feeling like some of you really like to travel because this is what you craved as a child. So now you're just constantly on the go. People can't even catch you. Some of you are constantly changing jobs. You're just constantly changing, okay? I also feel like your love relationships, I'm getting hot, y'all, I'm sorry. Also feel like your love relationship is thriving. Because you're just out here being spontaneous, and you acknowledge that it was things from your childhood or your inner child that was scarred. So now you are working to be a better you. And it's really coming through. It's still work to do, y'all. Like I said, I already pulled all the cards. I don't know why I started sweating for y'all. Maybe it's getting spicy. But I just got so hot. Moving on. What did you lack as a child? We have the Temperance card, okay? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Emperor card, okay. And we have the Judgment card, okay. So a lot of y'all are like gentle spirits and gentle giants. I feel like this is kind of shocking because it's like a lot of you had very, I don't want to say mean, but authoritative. Did I say that right? You had parents who felt like they were in the military. You had parents who seemed like cops, okay? You had parents who were very strict, who was, it's my way or the highway. We ain't about to compromise with you. We don't care about what you're talking about. Yes, we're judging you, okay? No, you can't do that in my house. You do what I tell you to do, okay? Even in school, they were very strict. You had to have good grades. You had to do that. You just pretty much had to be what they needed you to be. And some of you, that left you feeling inadequate in a lot of ways, okay? It left you feeling scarred, like I don't know, like maybe I'm not good enough for them. They're constantly judging me. They don't like anything I like. They don't understand me. For some of you, your parent might have been an Aries, okay? Or maybe even a Virgo or some kind of earth sign. They were just constantly on your back about things. They didn't let you live. And this scarred you. But we're here to heal. Moving on. Something that how is this affecting your life now? We have, sorry, I just did this all wrong. Sorry, group number 3, I told you I was sleepy. This is actually the things you lacked as a child, and I just was about to skip that. Well, I already said that, but this is something that left your inner child scarred. So we have the Justice card, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. A lot of you guys received really harsh punishments as a child, whether that was through physical beatings, being yelled at in like a really aggressive way. Some people probably be like, oh, you only got yelled at? Listen. Woo! Being yelled at is a whole nother, like when parents instill fear in you, it doesn't always have the best outcome. So some of you had really harsh punishments, and you may have felt like a lot of times you didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve these punishments. You didn't deserve to be talked to how you were being talked to. You may have been constantly told that you weren't grateful enough. You may have started feeling like you were like a slave, or like being conditioned to fear your own parents, okay? Conditioned to feel like you can't talk, you can't say what you want. Some of you never felt like you never got the things that you asked for. And I know like parents do what they can, but nevertheless, if it scarred you, it scarred you. Okay? Moving on. How is it affecting your life now? We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Strength card. And we have the Empress card. For a lot of you, it created a strain in your relationships with your parents. You may not tell them as much stuff as other people do. You may not be able to talk to your parents, even as an adult. You feel like you can't talk to your parents. They may still yell at you to this day. They may still come off blunt. They may still feel like it's my way or the highway type time, okay? Very aggressive energy. It made you not reliant on people. I mean, some people might think of that as a good thing. You tell me what it is. It made you more like, I gotta do things my own way. It made you want to stay single. Made you not want to have kids, okay? It might have made you that cold-hearted, blunt, curse your kids out, beat them have the deaf parents, okay? But nevertheless, it definitely affects how you are as a parent, and if you are a parent, and it affected your relationship with your parent, especially your mother, since we have the Empress card here. And for some people, it's going to be your grandmother. Okay? Maybe it made you closer with one of them. Maybe it made you completely not like them at all. Maybe you have the kind of relationship where you don't have to like me and I love you. But to me, I feel like you need to like somebody to love them too. But I could be wrong. You know, these people. Anyway. Sorry. I need to get better. I forgot which question I was on. Oh, sorry. Something you can do to heal your inner child. We have the 8 of Cups, okay, and the 6 of Swords. So for a lot of you, you're being asked to just pack it up, move out if you still live with your parents. Move out, start over somewhere new. I'm not saying this is saying cut them off, but for some of you, you're going to wind up cutting them off completely, especially if they are just completely toxic, too toxic to the point where you feel like it's you or them, okay? For others of you, you're just being asked to just walk away. Just take them in doses. Leave the past behind you. Write it down, what you want to release. Set it on fire with the intention of letting it go. Okay? For some of you, you're never going to get that apology that you wanted. Okay? It ain't happening, Captain. So, you're going to have to forgive on their behalf. Forgive people without them even apologizing. Forgive yourself for not standing up for yourself. 6 of Swords. Some of you are going to be relocating. Just making sure it's not being done just to spite your parents, since a lot of you had really harsh parents. Making sure the relocation isn't being done just to spite them. But nonetheless, if you feel called to relocate, then relocate, especially if it was somewhere you wanted to live as a child, or you wanted to live in the type of location as a child. For a lot of you, it might be somewhere near water, since we have a lot of water here. Okay, lastly, a message from your inner child. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the 5 of Pentacles. And we have the Everything is Fine card. So your inner child is really asking, at least for some of you, to really get a hold on your life now. Take control over your life. Stop trying to act like things or everything is fine when it's clearly not. Okay, stop continuously scrolling on your phone and busying your mind because you don't want to think of all your traumas. For some of you, you really need to go to therapy. For others of you, if you continue to ignore your feelings and your traumas, then things are going to get drastically worse and you might risk continuing the cycle. Your inner child is really asking for you to just heal. And for those who've been healing, keep healing. They're happy. And it's been showing up in your relationships, like I said, in a positive way. But for others of you who pretend like nothing happened, you run the risk of turning into who you don't want to be. Just saying. And this concludes this reading for you, group number 3. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, you a real one. If you watched the whole thing, you my best friend. And that's just it. And if you would like to support this channel or me further, you can do that by clicking the link in the description. It lets you book a personal reading if you feel called to get your own reading. I specialize in ancestor readings, but of course I do the love readings. I think I'm gonna add this one on here because this was beautiful. I do a bunch of self-love, love, ancestor, general readings. If you follow my Twitter, you can even book questions with me. You can get collective messages daily. You can support me by supporting yourself, honestly. Whatever you feel called to do, it'll be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to like this video. If you like seeing these videos, make sure you comment down below and say, I want more. I want... Like, no, you ain't gotta say that. But bye, y'all. I'm a clown. Bye. And I'm not editing nothing. I'm not editing anything. I'm tired. Bye.